What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album from Clipping entitled There Existed an Addiction to Blood. Now, I remember getting into Clipping in what was it, September 2016 with Splendor and Misery, which was just a damn good concept album that I admittedly have not gone back to that much, but now they're here with There Existed an Addiction to Blood, and I wanted to drop this review on Halloween, but it didn't happen like that because it would have been perfect for that. But still, before I get into this review, I do want to say that actually, no, I'll save that for the end. Let's go ahead and get right into this review. The first track is the intro, just letting you know that it's dark, a bunch of despair and death being the theme of this project. The next track, Nothing Is Safe, which is like an even better or expanded on bit of the intro. Just letting you know there are going to be some like impending attacks, that nothing is safe. And the delivery from, what is this, David, reminds me of Schoolboy Q from What They Want off of Oxymoron. Like just the way he was going, like I was like, that sounds so familiar. I was like, where have I heard that before? The next track I'm going to talk about is He Dead. This is a great follow-up kind of warning track, just like telling you to like just be safe, yeah, even though it's pointless because they want you dead anyway. And you just be left dead with all these books filled with unfulfilled dreams and philosophies and ideologies. Now, hold on. Who is this featuring? At first, I thought it was well, I didn't think, but the dude reminded me of Merlin from Brockhampton. But Ed Balloon is the guy. Okay, Rastafarian man, dude. The next track is a haunting interlude where this woman explains these obscure events and scenes that are happening to her ever since she moved into this new apartment. And she's under the impression that Satan has come to collect. And just given what she's describing happening to her in this apartment, I'm just imagining that real estate that you see on Hiding Places for Billy Woods, that's what it is. It's the Hiding Places. It's the house that you see on the Hiding Places album cover. If that was an apartment, like that's what it made me think of. I said Billy Woods. Hold on, it was Billy Woods, right? Because yeah, Billy Woods and Kenny Seagull. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that Hiding Place is the house on the album cover. That's the house she was talking about. I'm just gonna go with that. The next track I'm talking about is La Mala Ordena, featuring El Camino and Benny the Butcher. This played. I mean, I listened to this track and this album before I reviewed it, of course, many times, but this specifically was playing while I was playing Battlefield 4 on the Operation Locker and like this smoke-filled Conquest Large session, which just made it so surreal with this track. Just the references and the showcases of delivery and the core cramping reality said by David's verse, man. And El Camino just adds to the griminess. And Benny the Butcher just proves that he can rap over anything, and it sounds freaking great. The next track is Club Down, which all I really have to say about this is that it's very cinematic, dystopian, it's on some purge shit, and it's on some gangster shit. The next track, Run For Your Life, featuring Le Chat. Man, Le Chat. David seems like, I want to say an advocate, but just more like a messenger warning you to just be aware of the chat when she's out stalking, kind of like Lord Infamous with Mystic Styles. I want to say was the track, and he said, "Be very careful, Lord Infamous might be out stalking." I'm like, that's what it sounds like. David saying like, "Yo, the chat might be out stalking, so you just be careful." Um, the beat plays, but a part of it can be heard in the cars driving by, which is just so freaking creative. Like, wow. And yeah, the theme is just this guy who was this person running from this dealer slash devil that they fucked up with, and that it happened to be LeChat. And she is just with this insane, like she's just putting on for like the posse. She's putting on for Infamous and for Coopster. Like, just her perspective is of the insane killer who's out to get the person who screwed her over. And with that voice, man, it's like, you know, now what if like they did two verses? Like it was, well, two guest verses. One was the chat, and the other was Gangsta Boo. Oh shit, man! I would have, boy. The next track is I'm talking about is the show. This beat like feels like it's perfect, the perfect setting. I guess the perfect like just um favor. It's the perfect beat to favor what this track is about. With it, just feels like a performance beat, and you're just playing this game. Like you pick a body part that has to go, um, and people have paid to watch this. It's like an art in a sense, like whether they're there in person or they're there watching through their computer. I think it's like a chat room thing. I looked into this and it was like, whoa, that is. But it goes with with the theme of the album. So the next track is Possession Interlude. This is well, at least the next track I'm talking about. I don't talk about every track on here, but yeah, Possession Interlude. This woman goes to help. Goes to this doctor for help with these visions that she's having, and the doctor proceeds to have her possessed. And just the eerie voice from the doctor, the eerie audio quality made this so, like, I guess it kind of made it my favorite little skit. Next, I'm talking about All in Your Head. Now, they didn't really. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, All in Your Head. It's just awesome. Like, I want to say some exorcism shit, but it's more so talking about like using the good book, the Bible, for mind control and getting cash through the mental of the people, and just pimping and flashing with church money and shit. And David's verse deliveries are just so great. Like it's the same with each verse, but it just fits so well. And just the whole like unplugging of the aux cord just sounds so well. Like boo, don't shh. I was like, this is just great. like if not just if you love music or something like this, but if you love like what goes into music, like you've heard these sounds before, if you're like around people making music or you make music yourself, and like you just know these sounds and you kind of get addicted to them because it's like life giving. So it's just fantastic. And Counterfeit Madison singing over the beat transition is just life. Like that's it. The next track I'm talking about is Blood of the Fang. Just on some bloodlust shit. Like if you're into anime and you've watched Hunter x Hunter, then you know who Hisoka is. Just imagine if Hisoka got his way with some niggas. Like that's what this is. And that soul sample in the gospel, I was just like, man, this is just fantastic. And it makes you want to beat. It makes you want to dance too, because the beat gets experimental at a point, almost on some drums and bass shit too. But yeah, just David talking about, man, stop with these useless, polluted agendas and like just get to work on stopping racism and supremacy. And Malcolm would fuck with this. I feel like he would mention Malcolm in here. He talked about how like hands up, don't shoot is pointless. And he said like, yeah, death ain't shit because you're still here, or someone's still here. And just saying like, stop being scared of the people and stop saying like we're all on the same team. Like what did he say? Brother Malcolm done told y'all by any means. So what y'all talking about? What y'all mean? Like when y'all say we all on the same team? I was like, oof. Malcolm, man, I gotta read that freaking Malcolm X autobiography that I've had for like a month now. But anyway, the last track I'm gonna talk about is Attunement. How many tracks have I not talked about? Like 2 or 3? Story 7. Okay, Story 7 is like part of like this ongoing series of stories that you hear um, with these projects from Clipping. Um, I didn't talk about the prophecy interlude. Okay, that either. But yeah, Attunement is just. I love how cinematic, how staticky, how eerie, how sort of glitchy it is. Kind of reminds me of Daughters. Well, the album, parts of the album from Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want, and the Cry of Fear game original soundtrack. Like, I really enjoyed this track. Um, and the last track, Piano Burning, just for the hell of it, it's just piano burning, probably out in the field somewhere, which you can actually hear some of this with one of these tracks. In the beginning, you hear a piano burning, and it's like, okay, was it Prophecy maybe? I want to say it was one of the interludes. But yeah, this album is just fantastic. Like I said, I wanted to drop the review on Halloween, but it just didn't work out that way. But yeah, it was perfect for Halloween though. It's still perfect now, given that it's still like a slightly like eerie, a chill in the air, of course, because it's getting cold time of year. Um, I just knew there was something to it the first time I listened, but it didn't click instantly. So I'm glad that I kept listening because um, I'm liking it. I'm getting it. And what I'm giving this album as far as a rating would be a 7.75 out of 10. If you've heard this album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this album, I definitely recommend that you check it out. Then come back, let me know what you think about it and what you think about my review. Um, yeah, but be sure to hit the like button if you like this review, share the review, subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the content that you see. Check the description because all my social media links, my freaking PSN name is down there, and the link to stream this is down there as well. But you can easily listen to this on Spotify, YouTube, wherever. But I'll just leave the link down there because I do that with any album that I review it anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time.